I got to know, what is the state of your body, mind, and spirit? You know, your frequency is based on what you engage in and think about frequently. Let's talk candidly. From the topic, balance or cadence, how to make life make sense. Oh, you know I'm mic'd up. Join me and let's mix it up. What's good people? How you doing? How you living? How's it going? What's happening? I hope you are doing well. Well, I want to welcome you to another edition of In the Mix. Yours truly, your host with the most, Dr. Eddie Connor, and it is an honor to welcome you back to our amazing show. What's for show is that we're going to have a conversation of illumination. I need you to hit the thumbs up button on this video. Come on, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well. And you know, in order to have that conversation of illumination, we got to light it all the way up. Family, we got to pay the light bill. Yeah, that's for real. Let's turn the lights all the way up. Let's brighten it up. Let's flip the switch on our mentality and our capacity. Let us go 100 watts on it, because I'm going to keep it 100. Why? Because we are the light of the world. Let's spotlight, let's highlight today's topic entitled Balance or Cadence. How to make life make sense. Woo! Kind of difficult, kind of tough, huh? I mean, adulting is no joke. Situations in life are rather murky. It's unstable with the way, the complexity and the perplexity of what is going on in our country and in our nation. I mean, we're living in seemingly the divided states of America. Abroad, there's calamity and chaos from Israel to Hamas. It is something that just makes you scratch your head and wonder, where do we go from here? Dr. King wrote that book some years before he was assassinated. Where do we go from here? Chaos or community? And it's really rather daunting to think about, what is it that we do? How do we find balance? You know, it's kind of rather difficult. And I don't even know if I really believe in balance, because there's always going to be something pulling you. There's always going to be something moving you in a particular direction, or whatever the case may be. But I do believe that there is a cadence to life. What am I talking about? I'm talking about a rhythm. Come on, family, just type rhythm. Type rhythm. Yeah, type rhythm, rhythm. You got to find your rhythm, right? There's a particular cadence in life that moves you to a particular place to where, yeah, you may not always be balanced, but did you find your cadence? Did you find your rhythm? Are you in beat and in sync with God's purpose for your life? Are you in beat and in sync with being in divine alignment with your divine assignment? Do you have two left feet through life? And sometimes when you're trying to move into a place of balance, hey, you're out of rhythm. You're out of sync. You know, something's always pulling you here, something's always pulling you there, and you really do have two left feet. But when you find your rhythm, when you move from just balance to cadence, and you're taking time for yourself, you're refreshing your body, your mind, your soul, and your spirit. Certain things you may have to withdraw from. Certain things you may have to be very, very introspective about. certain things that you thought were vital were in many cases kind of fatal. Right? Finding your particular rhythm, your ebb, your flow, what puts you in sync so that you don't sink. I need you to hear me. What is it that keeps your body, mind, soul, and spirit in sync so that you don't sink? Sinking, stinking, thinking, sulking, suffering in silence. Right? We want to tackle that. We want to talk about it. Come on, family, hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the thumbs up button on this video. Hit the subscribe button. Share this with somebody. Your timeline could literally be someone's lifeline. Edgar Casey, he has something entitled The Basic Elements of Good Health. He talks about some basic elements of good health. He's one of those individuals who was a prognosticator of health and wellness and emotional well-being. And he talks about how the body, the mind, and the spirit really have to be in sync to maintain a state of good health. One thing is that he mentions the emphasis on not just the physical body, but he also talks about spiritual wellness and really how the physical and the spiritual work in tandem together. He mentions one of the particular things is assimilation. And he's more so taking it from the whole aspect of what the body intakes from nutrients, how the body really digests food and things of that nature. And we really have to be cognizant and aware of what it is that we're putting into our system. We are what we eat. We are what we think about. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Talks about spirituality being this assimilation of knowledge and truth and specific principles in life to keep your mind in a place of positivity, to keep your ideas and your ideals flowing and flourishing. But I'd like to take it to another degree. And that is assimilation is one of those key ingredients to the whole aspect of really how we live our life. Right? Association brings about assimilation. Whoever it is that I surround myself with, I eventually become. Let me take it to another degree. If you hanging around 9 broke folk, I guarantee you're going to be the 10th one. If you're hanging around people who don't have goals and you got them, they're going to either impress upon you to where you don't have any goals, or you can empower them to move into a place of goal-oriented itself. And generally, a lot of times, they stop us from having goals. They stop us from moving to a particular place in our life to where we are achieving those goals. Here's what I realize. If you can't change the people you're around, change the people you're around. And too often, we are pressured, we are impressed upon, rather than impressing upon other people. People are changing us rather than us changing them. Why? Because we move into a place of assimilation. We move into a place of conformity, complexity. And there's a lot of complexity in our life because we move into a place of conformity. Here it is. Be not conformed to this world, according to Romans chapter 12, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Here it is. It's either assimilation or it's transformation. Which one is it going to be for you? It's going to either be assimilation to where you conform to the complexity of other people's ideas and their ideals, and they just impress upon you, and now you become a cookie cutter type of individual. You become a clone of everybody else, or you're going to move into a place of transformation. And that transformation says, I'm not going to have a disrupted mindset. I'm going to be a disruptive thinker. I'm not going to be a distorted thinker. I'm going to be a disruptive thinker, overcoming scarcity mindset, overcoming emotional squatters and emotional snipers. I'm going to overcome the limited beliefs and the stinking thinking that keeps me sulking and sinking. I'm going to overcome all the reasons why it can't work. And I'm going to adopt a whatever it takes mindset. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to transformation or assimilation. Which one is it going to be? Come on, family, just type transformation. No assimilation formed against you shall prosper. I'm moving to a place of transformation. I'm not going to keep digesting everybody else's negative philosophy and what didn't work for them. They're trying to castigate it on you and to make it not work for you. No, what didn't work for you is on you. But I'm going to make sure that it's going to work for me, because I'm going to go a different way. I'm going to do things differently. I'm not going to give up when I hit a crossroad or a fork in the road, or there's crisis that is in my life. I'm going to move into a place of transformation, not just assimilation. Next, he moves into a place of elimination. Come on, family, type assimilation for number one. Secondly, type elimination. Elimination. Family, we're having a courageous conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. If you're not a member of In the Mix, come on, become a member of In the Mix. We're taking you further and farther than where it is that you go, even right here, behind the scenes, moving you into a place of next level thinking, really getting to kind of know me in a different type of way and see how my life, the ebb and flow of my life is, and then connecting it to you, because there's a common thread through all of this. Tap the link in the chat, tap the link in the description of this video. And as you do that, I do want you to choose one of those badges, one of those tiers. VIP, royalty, OQP, and my gift to you is to give you access to our members only area. Membership has its privileges. Not moving in place of assimilation, I'm moving in place of transformation. Secondly, what Edgar Casey talks about is he's looking at the whole elements of good health. He mentions elimination. And here's what he talks about. He talks about the removal of waste, the removal of toxins that are in our body that breed disease. Right? He talked about, in many cases, the proper elimination of what can really cause a negative effect that can be deleterious to your kidneys and your liver and your colon and your skin and your lungs and all of these things that become toxic buildup to really break you down rather than to build you up. Mentions the whole aspect of the spiritual aspect to elimination as well. And one of those things that I believe is very, very important is the vital aspect of what is important is the fact that we have to release the things that have become so toxic in our lives. Yeah, I'm talking about the resentment. I'm talking about the bitterness. I'm talking about the anger. I'm talking about the negative emotions. I'm talking about the fear. Why is that? Because there's a psychosomatic aspect to all of this. What goes on in the mind affects the body. Psychosomatic, right? Just as the body's got to release toxins based upon what it is that we eat that flush us out, the mind and the spirit, it's got to release harmful thoughts. Why is that? Because whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just. Come on now. If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. I balance my emotional health with my spiritual health. I balance my physical well-being with my spiritual health. I got to release the toxicity. Come on, family, just type release it. Type release it. Don't conceal it. Don't imbibe it. Don't hide it. Remove it. Remove the toxic mindset and the thoughts of what it is that feel as if you're always going to be this way because of what was exacted upon you, because you thought somebody was going to heal you and help you, but they wound up harming you and hurting you. Release it. Release it. You got to let it go so that you can grow. You got to forgive to live. Forgiveness is not letting other people off the hook. Come on now. Forgiveness is for you more than it is just for them. If you're going to really live, you got to forgive. The arthritic condition, bitterness, the heart murmur, And the trials and the situation, what is oftentimes going on inside of our bodies is indicative of the fact of what it is that we've been harboring. And because of here it is, what we've been harboring, now we go through life hobbling. Come on, we're talking about balance and cadence. How to make life make sense. And to make life make sense, you got to get down to the bare bone necessities of what it is. I'm focused on assimilation through a place of transformation. I got to focus on elimination. I got to get out of me what is stuck within me, because now what is stuck within me, I'm stuck to it. And now I'm stagnant in a place of stinking thinking, sulking and sinking. I got to let it go. Come on, family, just type let it go. Type let it go. Got to let go of those negative emotions. Got to let go of that fear. Got to let go of the resentment. Got to let go of the anger. Got to let go of all those things that have been so built up. Why? Because all those things that have been built up are breaking you down. You're projecting your anger on other people. You crying and lying at the same time. Come on, you blame everybody else for why it is that you are where you are. You're never happy. You're never whole. You're feeling low. You're feeling depressed. Because of the toxicity and the waste that causes you to waste your potential and waste your purpose and waste your self-esteem. Come on, family, just type nothing wasted. Nothing wasted. Everything that has been used against you will be of use for you. Nothing wasted. Got to let go to grow. You got to let go in order to grow. Got to move into a place of elimination. Certain things that you've been beholden to that need to be eliminated from your life. Certain thoughts that you've been thinking need to be eliminated. Come on, hear me. Whoever you intimidate will be who you eliminate. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Comfort is the enemy of achievement. Got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Got to be uncomfortable being comfortable. Got to let it go to grow. Come on now. You got to realize this. Doesn't matter who you're with. You're going to always be with you for the rest of your life. Don't matter where you go. Don't matter where you live. Don't matter what city you move to. Don't matter what plane you're on. Don't matter what car, train, automobile that you're in. You're always going to be with you. You got to live in here. Come on. And it ought to be the most palatable. It ought to be the most beautiful. It ought to be the most vital. It ought to be the greatest aspect of where it is that you live. Why? Because your body is a temple. Your mind is a temple. Your spirit, your soul. It's going to be unhealthy or is it going to be whole? And here it is. Health is about more than just how you eat, when you eat, what you eat, and your exercise level. It's also what you can't see. And you got to see beyond what you see so that you can transform your reality. Come on, family, you're having a super conversation. Drop a super chat, drop a super sticker. Talking about balance and cadence, how to make life make sense. We make life make sense whenever you join my Eagles community. And that right now is a great time to do it. Once you go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, we're showing you how to move into a place of not just balance, but cadence, finding your rhythm, finding the beat, finding the ebb and flow of your life, showing you how to make life make sense emotionally, socially, relationally, spiritually, down those alleys of life with your purpose, with your self-esteem, with your business, with your brand, with what it is that you're building. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you will be transformed. I'm really going to show you, despite what's complex, despite what seems to be confining, despite what seems to be so limited and has discounted your confidence, I'm going to show you how to find your cadence. Yeah. Family, we're talking about balance and cadence, how to make life make sense. We're going even further and farther than where it is that we've gone already. I want you to stick and stay. More is on the way. Breaking news. Got a special message in the midst of this special message. After these messages, I'll be right back. Our schools are underfunded, teachers are underpaid, and our children are undereducated. Our classrooms, culture, curriculum, and communities are in crisis like never before. Education is the key, but the lock is broken. So how do we fix it? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm giving you strategies in my new book. It's my 17th book, by the way, called Strategies for Successful Schools. How to develop a diverse classroom of learners who read, lead, and succeed. This is a book that's available right now for our educational leaders. It's a must-read for school board members, parents, community advocates, transformative teachers. But not only that, so many of our young people are struggling with their academics, their mental well-being, limiting beliefs, procrastination, interpersonal trauma, and just feeling like they're hopeless. But what if there was a go-to guide to empower you to be a champion? Here's the good news. I've got another book for you. It's my 18th one. Learners are Leaders, Strategies and Solutions for Student Success. It's got a 31-day journal in there. It's got affirmations, really a lot of valuable life lessons, ways to set smart goals for success, improve your mental well-being, foster academic success. So much more that is in store when you get not just one, but both of these books. They're both available right now on Amazon. But also, you can get signed copies that are available at theeaglesacademy.com/books. Don't just get them for you, but also get them for someone else too. Yes, y'all, we don't stop. Come on, family. I need you to heed to these resources that you've heard. Let's get back to the word. We're talking about balance of cadence, how to make life make sense. Let me take a sip so I don't slip. Already been talking about assimilation, and association brings about assimilation. We got to move from assimilation to transformation. Then there's also, secondly, elimination. There's some things that we've been harboring that we don't need to keep holding on to. We got to let it go if we're really going to grow. Thirdly, now, there is this level of circulation. I want you to write that down. We mentioned assimilation, we also mentioned elimination. Now, thirdly, circulation. Circulation more so moves us into the place of the flow of blood, the flow of energy throughout the body. It's really the whole aspect of delivering the right kind of oxygen and nutrients to cells, the removal of waste from the body. It's the circulation. Things are moving around, and a lot of times circulation takes place through energy, through the exercise, the energy of exercise. It is also through what it is that we are consuming, especially water intake, which is needed and necessary. And then also, healthy type of therapeutic massage, many of those specific aspects. But there's also a level of circulation as well that speaks to the circle that you surround yourself with, right? And hear me. Do I have a circle of greatness? Come on, family, just type circle of greatness. Circulation speaks to that circle. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. Yeah, that's a movie Lion King reference. But here's the thing. There's another level of the circulation which speaks to the whole aspect of what type of circle am I in? Who is in my circle? Right? Do I have drama-filled people, or do I have dreamers? Do I got dreamers, or do I have dream killers in my circle? And you can't call your circle a circle if you don't have supporters. Because if you don't have supporters, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. And hear me, many of us have been circulating in a cell. Many of us have been circulating in a cage rather than circulating in a circle of supporters, a circle of innovators, a circle of creators, a circle of people who don't want to just talk about other people, but they want to talk about ideas. They don't want to put other people down. They want to lift other people up. They want to hold you accountable. They want to challenge you. They want to move you into a place of transformation, elevation beyond your situation, because they understand that this is the right time and the right place for you to seize the moment, for you to be in a season of seizing. Who's in my circle? Do I have the type of people who are propelling me and pushing me to the next level? or are they preventing me from getting there? Come on. That's what I got to ask. That's what I got to acknowledge. Come on, family. Just type take inventory. Type take inventory. Got to move into that particular place of taking inventory of my life. Why? Because there are certain people that you need to hire, certain people that you need to fire, certain people that you need to rearrange in your life, certain people that you need to demote, others that you need to promote. Where is it that you are in your life? What kind of individuals are going to take you to the next level or prevent you from getting there? Told you number one, assimilation. Secondly, I mentioned elimination. Thirdly, circulation. Last but not least, relaxation. Hear me. If you're going to find your cadence and not just balance, you got to have some place of relaxation. Relaxation is recreation. One thing that I realize about recreation, here's what it really is. It's recreation. Whenever you're taking some time to rest, when you're taking some time to relax, relate, and release, you are recreating mindset, mastery, development. You're releasing tension. You're releasing stress. Here's what you're doing. You're allowing your body and your mind to renew itself. You're allowing yourself to recharge. Come on, I want to ask you this question. Come on, let me know how much battery life do you have on your phone? What percentage is it on? Now, that same level to where your phone is on a particular percentage, whether it's 20%, whether it's 70%, whether it's 100%, whatever the percentage is, if you could gauge what percent you are on spiritually, mentally, socially, emotionally, would your phone have more power than you? What's your spiritual battery on? What's your physical battery on? What's your mental battery on? What's your emotional battery on? Are you in a place to where you're depleted? Or are you in a place to where you are replenished? What are you plugged into? Are you plugged into that which drains you and sustains you? Drains you or sustains you? Are you in a place to where what you're plugged into, sadly, is pulling away from you? Are you going to pull away from it? You got to be in a particular place of relaxation. The people that speak to you, the people that talk to you, the people that are in your life, when you talk to them and you see their name flash on the screen, do you start getting heart palpitations? Do you roll your eyes? Do you go, oh boy, what do they want now? Why? Because you know it's going to be something. You know it's going to be some mess. And if it's not bringing relaxation, you got to move into a place of reduction. On my computer screen and the place where it is that I'm oftentimes streaming out of, there's one thing that says noise reduction. And here's what you have to do. You got to get into a particular place in your life to where you move into a level of noise reduction. Here's what I'm doing. I'm muting the noise around me so that I can hear God's voice speak to me, through me, and in me. Because most of the times God ain't hollering. He's speaking to you in a whisper. He's speaking to you in a still, small voice. I got to get quiet enough to hear. I got to reduce the noise enough to hear. What's in my ear? Come on, family. Just type lower the noise. Lower the noise. Lower the noise from social media. Lower the noise from what's on TV. Lower the noise from people who are calling you on the phone and always just talking about other people and talking about how they're dissatisfied with you and this, that, the other, and crying and lying and blaming and shifting and all of these specific things and pointing the finger at you. Cut it out. Reduce the noise. You ain't gonna bring no production. You sure enough not gonna bring no reduction. Here's what relaxation does. Relaxation gives your body time to recover. Gives your mind time to recover. To where you're resting. Right? And here's the thing. I'm either resting or I'm stressing. Sadly enough, it's not really any in between. I'm either resting or I'm stressing. And stressing prevents the body from healing. Stressing is what prevents the body from functioning at its best. Stressing is what stops you from being a critical thinker in a chaotic world. Stressing stops you from innovating and having ideas that move you into a place of increase and impact and influence. Relaxation now puts you into a state of openness. It moves you into a place of receptivity and being receptive and open to the ebb and the flow and the streams of life, to where you don't have a closed door mindset. You got an open door mindset. Why? Because God is governing you. God is guarding you. God is guiding you into a place and a space of greater peace. Right? And here's the thing. All of these things work together. All things work together for the good. To them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Assimilation and elimination work together. Right? Assimilation and elimination work together, because now it causes me to look within to see, am I really moving into a place of transformation? What are the toxins of what it is that have built up in my life? Are there toxins of bitterness? Are there toxins of negativity? Are there toxins of thinking that I'm not going to be able to make it? Are there toxins of people's opinions that have become your prison? What is going on internally within me? So here's what I got to do. I have to explore. Family, just type explore. Type explore. I implore you to explore. You. Listen, I implore you to explore you. What's going on in the state of your mind? What's going on with your body? What's going on with your mental health and your emotional wellness and your emotional intelligence and your self-esteem and your well-being and where you are at spiritually? I implore you to explore you. Right? Because I need to see, am I really circulating in the right space and place? Am I circulating in a space that brings real good mental clarity and spiritual openness? Is there an ebb and a flow? Is there a synergy of a positive energy that's going on internally within me? And if not, here's what I got to do. I got to circulate out of this wrong circle into a better one. Where am I at in my place of relaxation? Because here's the thing. Cadence is going to bring a level of harmony. There's a process of elimination. There's a process of moving your life to an optimal place. I gotta have some harmony in my life, because when I have harmony, I can be healthy. Hear me. Come on, family, just type harmony. When I have harmony, I become healthy. I got a clear mind. I have a connected spirit to the word of God, to what God wants me to do. There's healing. There's wholeness. There's a holistic approach. There's wellness. There's a balance. There's beyond just a balanced life. There's a life of cadence that brings a vibrancy to life. Because now I found my rhythm. Now I found my flow. Now here it is. I found the sweet spot of life. Because I got rid of everything that was bitter. And I moved in place of that which is going to make me better. Come on, family, just type better, not bitter. Better, not bitter. Better, not bitter. Better, not bitter. I got to find my flow. I got to find my cadence. When I find that level of cadence, I'm able to make my life make sense because I moved into a place of assimilation to transformation. I now have done the inductive study of what it is that I need to eliminate, where I need to circulate, how I need to move into a place of relaxation so that I can make progression and not reduction, so that I can move into a place of production, so that I can produce and not allow things to reduce who it is that I am. Come on, family, just type cadence, cadence, cadence. Here it is. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. That's a cadence right there. When God is ordering my steps, that means I'm in a particular beat. I'm in a particular rhythm with him. I got the right steps. I got the right dance routine. Why? Because when he moves, I got to move just like that. I'm his dance partner. I'm dancing out of mourning into dancing. I'm dancing out of mourning into gladness. I'm dancing out of suffering and silence into prosperity and success. I'm dancing into my destiny. Why? Because I found the right rhythm. I found the cadence. Too many of us, we're dancing to the beat and the rhythm of confusion, of chaos, of calamity. And you got 2 left feet. And you've been left behind. But here's what it's time to do. It's time to shift your mind to greater levels of joy, peace, and increase. Family, I want you to sow into this word that you've heard. Yeah. This is where you sow. I want you to sow where you grow. I want you to sow where you soar. I'm imploring you to explore why it is that you need to sow into this word that you've heard. This is good ground, right? Beyond just what you put in, you're going to get out. Hear me. You're going to get out of what it is that you were in to receive something better. You reap what you sow. You don't always reap where you sow, right? You may be sowing here, and I hope you're sowing here, but you may reap in health. You may reap in wealth. You may reap in prosperity. You may reap with a great state of mind and emotional intelligence and self-esteem and wisdom and what it is that God wants you to do. I want you to partner with us. What it is that we're doing for our community, how it is that we're feeding those who are food insecure, how it is that we're developing people who are seemingly the least, the last, the lost, the left out, the overlooked, the underserved, and the underrepresented, shifting messages of hope like this one from communities to cities, from neighborhoods to nations. You can help us to spread this word. You may not necessarily go wherever it is that we go, but your seed can help us to grow. Yeah, you may not be able to go wherever it is that I go and do the things that I do to help other people, but here it is. Your seed helps me to make that impact. So I would that you would sow into this word that you've heard. And here's what I'm doing. I'm joining my faith with yours. I am joining my faith with yours. That God's going to do 30, 60, 100 fold in your life. It's not as a debt that you owe. It is a seed that you sow. I'm speaking. That is going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. You say, well, where do I sow? Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail. Links in the chat, links in the description of this video for how to give, where to give. I'm expecting exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. And as you're sowing your seed, I want you to name your seed. Maybe you're naming your seed Cadence. Maybe you're naming your seed Making It Make Sense. I'm not stressing it. I'm not stressing about it. I'm letting God figure it out. Right? He's already worked it out. And I'm believing he's going to do that in and through your life too. You can drop a super chat, a super sticker. We into this super conversation. Again, Cash App, $ Access Identity, PayPal, Zelle, EddieConnorJr @gmail.com. Link is in the chat. Link is in the description of this video for how to give and where to give. Family, I appreciate you for sowing into this word that you have heard. If you're not a member of In the Mix, come on, family. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you not a member of In the Mix? Come on, join us in the mix. Become a member. Become a supporter. Become a partner. And all you have to do is just simply go right to the link in the chat, the link in the description of this video. And as you click that, it's going to give you this pop-up area to where you're able to choose one of those three categories. Shout out, salute to all of our members. Yeah. Who have badges, who are in our chat. That's why their comment is so colorful. Yours can be the same way when you go ahead and get a badge, VIP Royalty or OQP. You get access to my behind the scenes membership portal. Membership has its privileges. I want to take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself. And I want to help you to navigate that space and place by connecting with you in a greater way. You can do that as well with our ultimate partnership by becoming a member of my Eagles community. Oh boy, we have so many amazing testimonials of individuals who have been impacted, empowered, and have shifted and taken their life to another dimension. I would that you would support and become a member of our Eagles community. The Eagles Nest reflections that take place where I give the guided feedback, empowering, impactful, where I teach, where I coach, where I train, where I mentor. You want to join my mentorship group as you are connected with so many other great leaders just like you. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com, theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the Join Now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, In the Mix is out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth, and so I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I really do want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. And we roll together each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix. And we do that right here on the YouTube side. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Come on, hit that thumbs up button. Become a subscriber to our channel for change, our channel that creates change, our channel that breaks chains. We mix it up, yes, on the YouTube side, but also on our sister satellite stations on social media. And so I give you a sincere salute for checking us out, for watching, for streaming. But I just got a question for you. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Step this way, step that way. Yes, step this way, step that way. Which way? By friending me and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and we don't stop. At EddieConnorJr. Come on, family, put some respect on my name. EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. And of course, I'm personally inviting you to receive a word from me as I serve as the pastor of the Remnant Worshipers Church in the city of Detroit. You can join us each and every single Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m. Yes, join us, 10 o'clock a.m. in person and online, trwchurch.org. I would love to see your face in the place. Powerful time of worship and word. Powerful time of prayer, praise, and preaching. Want to see your face in our space. 10 a.m. every Sunday. The Remnant Worshipers Church. You say, where is it located? 20470 Hubble Street. I'm saving you a seat. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, don't hesitate. Please reach out to me. Get any of my books on Amazon as well. I've got 18 of them out there, as well as you can get signed copies at theeaglesacademy.com/books. If you're looking for a dynamic speaker, now why would you look any further? Come on, you know I'm the man for the job. So invite me to speak at your church, your conference, your community center, your school, your graduation, your session. Let's make some progression. All you have to do is email me to invite me at info@eddieconnor.com. Come on, email me, info@eddieconnor.com. And it would be an honor for me to empower you. It's yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother, and I mean that, from another mother. Family, it's been fun, but you know, brother, gotta run. So I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy. Yes, it has been beyond measure. But I want you, yes, you, I'm talking to you now, to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter. Peace and a whole lot of love. Keep soaring higher. Family, there is power in partnership, and we are better together, which is why I am on a mandated mission to activate 30, yes, 30 new action takers who are ready to soar beyond their limits. I'm ready to develop and deploy you into your gifts and your greatness. Now, are you ready? Well, get activated by joining the Eagles Academy, where we cultivate your gifts and your talents to become the greatest version of yourself. And we do this through weekly mastermind sessions where you receive strategies for exponential growth with self-paced Eagles Nest reflections that include personalized feedback to transform you, to renew your mindset, to empower you to take action and actualize your purpose. Are you an action taker? If so, today I ask you, are you ready to answer the call? Well, great. Then visit theeaglesacademy.com and become a member. For only $24.99, you will unlock unlimited knowledge and resources that will launch you and catapult you into the greatest version of yourself. I invite you to the winner's circle. On your mark, get set, go right now to theeaglesacademy.com and seize this moment.